Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be giving some reasons on why I think you should cop a pair of Stan Smiths. We're also going to be doing a review of the Stan Smiths that I've had for 2 years. It's coming up on like 3, but yeah, doing a quick little 2-year review. With that being said, let's get the culprit out here. Let me take them off. I have them on my shoe. Let me take them off. So here they are. I know. They're pretty beat, and I definitely abuse these. Look at me like that. Oh my. Alright, so now that we've gotten the old boys out here, let's take a look at the new. Look at that nice crispy Adidas box. Woo! Look at that. Ooh, brand new pair. I mean, there's nothing better than a brand new pair of shoes. Look at that difference. What a difference 2 years makes. This was me before COVID, and this is me after COVID, you know what I'm saying? First thing I want to talk about with these ones is pretty much the durability. So the durability has surprisingly been pretty good, especially after 2 years. The upper has held up pretty well. Of course, we got some blemishes in the front and then some scuffs around the upper, but overall definitely pretty good. The leather on this one, it's not the best. Has started to peel a little bit in the front, and the leather has started to kind of crack by some of these holes. She's also got a little bit of wrinkles, you know, she's showing her age, but overall not too bad. Onto the lining. The lining's also held up pretty well. Normally especially with like canvas shoes that have like the canvas lining, after 2 years, for at least for me anyways, the lining will usually start to rip, but it wasn't the case with these shoes, so I'm really happy with that, and that's obviously because of the leather lining. So it hasn't worn down at all. Same with the insert. The insert has not worn down. Still the same old insert. It's a little bit dirty, but it hasn't really worn down or broken down, as is the case with other shoes. So overall pretty good on the inside as well. On to the outsole. The treading in the common areas has obviously started to fade a bit, like on the heel and on the toe area. The yellowing on the sole hasn't really been that severe either. I've seen other people's pairs, and their pair tends to yellow really, really badly. I'm not too sure why mine hasn't yellowed that bad. I mean, maybe it has yellowed. Who's texting me? I don't have any friends, or else I wouldn't be doing this. It was my mom. It's time to go eat. Why mine hasn't yellowed that? Maybe it has, and it's just so damn dirty you can't tell. But overall, outsole has held up pretty well. Let's talk about the comfort with these. So with the comfort wise, they really just have this insert. It's this EVA foam. It is really thick though, which is really nice. I really like that. And then on the bottom, we just have kind of a fiber board, and then it's just a rubber on the bottom. The comfort has been good on the shoes. I really can't complain too much on the comfort, even though it doesn't have any crazy midsole like a EVA midsole. They're still very comfortable just because that insert is just so thick. So yeah, comfort definitely good. No problems at all with comfort. Next reason on why I think you should get a pair of Stan Smiths is because they're just so damn versatile. The shoe is versatile, and then the outfits you can wear with these are versatile. The shoe, they come in tons of different colorways and tons of different like graphics on them. You know, Adidas is always coming out with like a brand new different pair of Stan Smiths that you can buy. I got the OG colorway. They're also versatile in terms of like what type of technology they use. A couple years ago, they released a lot of the Boost version of the Adidas. There's ones that had the Boost outsole, some that had the Primeknit upper, and then they released a version that had both. So really versatile in terms of like what Adidas does with these shoes and what type of technology they incorporate into the shoes. So yeah, they do a lot of crazy things with these, even some not so great things, like the Adidas slip-ons. That just why Adidas? Why did we need a Stan Smith slip-on? Let's not talk about these anymore. Same with the Super Stans. What was up with that? Just absolutely horrible. That shoe looks like it was built in a lab by some crazy mad scientists, and they created a freaking Franken shoe with the Super Stan, and now it goes around haunting little kids who just wanted a superstar. Imagine being a kid who just wanted a pair of superstars, and then your parents come at you. They say, "Hey, little Timmy, here's your present." Little Timmy opens up the box, and this ungodly contraption of the Super Stan comes out. You know how terrifying that would be? Those shoes are horrible. On the tongue, they overlapped the logos on the tongue. They painted the toe cap to make it look like, you know, they peeled the shell toe off. They painted stripes on it. It's a Stan Smith that's dressed up like a superstar. It's just horrible. I don't know why they would do that. I have a theory that they just got some leftover Stan Smiths and then maybe a couple superstars, and they're like, you know what, Super Stan. And then they just combined the things and they just kind of painted it. Let's not talk about the shoe. I went off on a crazy tangent. Also, in terms of versatility, just style wise, right? You can wear these with anything. I like wearing mine with a pair of jeans. You know, they also look good in pairs of shorts, of course. You know, on YouTube you can see people wearing these with all type of outfits, and they're rocking them and they look dope. And because you have so many options in terms of different colors and stuff like that, your options are basically limitless. Shut up, bro. Let's move on to the next point, or the reason why I think you should cop a pair. The history. These shoes have such a cool history. Like, if you learn what's behind the face and what went into the design, I think it's really cool, and it'll give you a new appreciation on the shoe. It's kind of like owning a little piece of history. I'm not going to go into so much detail about the history of the shoes. If you really want to dig into the history of the shoes, definitely check out Nacho Average Fine's video on the Stan Smith. He has a ton of other videos on the history of sneakers, so definitely go check that out. I'm just going to mention some of the cool things I found out about the history that I really liked. For example, like how most tennis shoes before the Stan Smith were really made out of canvas. Adidas came along and basically just added a leather upper instead of having a canvas upper. And that was really received well by tennis players. They really liked the support that the leather offered. Also, with the name, you know, it was actually, this shoe was originally called the Robert Haylett. He actually was endorsing the shoe before Stan Smith did, and then once he retired, Adidas was looking for another person to kind of take up the mantle of endorsing the shoe after Robert Haylett retired. And so that's when Stan Smith came along, and yeah, basically this guy has a lifetime deal with Adidas. This face right here, this little face right here, has a lifetime deal with Adidas to endorse the shoe. And it's crazy because up until 05, it was actually a flat deal. He was getting a flat fee to endorse the shoe, and then after 05, they actually negotiated royalties. So literally, for every pair you buy, Adidas cuts this guy a check, which is pretty awesome. Imagine having a lifetime deal, man. That's not too many people can say that. So next reason is the prominence. There's tons of celebrities that have worn these. Now, I'm not saying that you need to buy a pair just because some celebrity wore them or whatever. What I am saying is that these shoes are pretty much appreciated by so many people. They're appreciated by regular folk and celebrities alike, you know. And I know they're not as popular as they were before, but these are just a shoe that just doesn't go out of style, in my opinion. This is just a widely beloved shoe, both by men and women as well. It's a very unisex shoe. You know, according to Google Trends as well, you know, these peaked around the 2016, 2017 era. You know, that's when, you know, Kanye was wearing them and everything. Even though they don't have that level of popularity as they did back in 2016 and 2017, these are still a timeless shoe. You know, you can't go wrong with these. All right, last reason is the price. $80 for these. Not bad if you ask me. That's pretty affordable for these. If you're one of those person who doesn't like spending like over $60 on a shoe or something like that, just wait for the sales. You know, if you wait for the sales, usually you can get these for, or even if you shop around, you can find these for, you know, 60 or under usually. So definitely very affordable. And like I mentioned before, the leather, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the leather, they have versions out there that are, you know, they're $90 to $100. And with that, you're getting a lot better leather. So that would actually increase the life of the shoe, you know, obviously the better quality leather. So that is always an option available to you if you want to get a better version of the shoe. It's going to be more expensive, but yeah, you'll get better leather, and your shoe will most likely last you longer than the $80 pair of the originals. That's pretty much going to be it for the video. We're going to go try these on right now, and I'm going to give you guys a little montage of the shoes so you guys can kind of see what they look on feet, see maybe what kind of they look with different fits. But I thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Is that Chris?